Okay, now we're here in part 2. Ooh, can Cindric get him? Yes, Cindric.
Cindric just trying to paint that yellow line. Just a little bit. They're side by side. Still, Briscoe is a 98, has the advantage. But here comes into the wall. Into the wall.
Briscoe just got into the wall. That's not a Briscoe kind of move.
Briscoe 98?
Yeah, he literally just got in the wall.
And he's in the chase, right?
Yeah. What? He's normally, like, in the lead, and he just slammed the wall. Not slammed. But holy moly, oh my gosh. Ooh, Briscoe's gonna pick this car. Ooh, I thought it was. Cindric doesn't have the inside lane. Caution, caution. Yeah, I'll make my pizza in a minute. I just want to look at this replay. Ooh.
Well behind the tire, didn't hit a tire. That would be my concern. These Xfinity Series bodies are composite material. They're not metal, so they actually hold their shape very, very well. I don't see Briscoe and Cindric use the high line. I'll give that to short up the distance, trying to make the turn one as quickly as he can.
I'll give that to
Shut there from the 22 to the 98. Now that high line working once again for Briscoe. Does it work for Cindric? That's why they picked the top. It wasn't because of what would happen in turn, on the launch. It was what would happen in turn one.
You could never have too much water.
It worked out. They're both 1 and 2 still, but Justin Allgaier not laying over in that 7. He's still fighting on the bottom of the racetrack. Even further behind. It did not work for them. They all lost spots. Caution back out on the track. And 2 cars turned around in turns 1 and 2.
Ooh.
To the 61 and the 5 by Matt Mills.
Ooh.
J.J. Yaley behind the 61. Also,
Dad, 4 cars stacked up.
confirm what happened here, but I bet if we watch the restart, in the very front of the pack, Noah Gragson was trying to get into a spot. He slid up in front of everybody and checked.
Some really, really early crashes.
In the 90 from Quebec, Canada.
Let's take a look.
So you mentioned the 9 of Gregson was the car you were looking at. I'm trying to slide the line. That's that silver and black with the orange 9, kind of middle right there. Yeah, this lap right here, everything is fine. You can see the bottom just not working, but if we continue it on all the way to the next time they run through 1 and 2 is when he just pulled a slide job, right? Something to make your line, get a spot. You can see where he's stuck on the bottom right there, back of the screen, right, very back of the screen, losing spots on the bottom. Drives deep in the corner. And certainly this is caused by that stack up. Contact into Warner.
Wow.
2 separate instances that we saw there. Cars around. So it brings the caution out, which once again the drivers now have to choose. Hey, Jeff, take another look at this. This is what you're talking about, right, with Noah? Yeah, Noah he drives in the corner, overdrives the corner. This is something we're seeing in asphalt racing. We've seen it in dirt racing forever. It's slide job. He slides up in front of him. Then has to check up to keep in line. And then Justin turns underneath him. And they weren't happy with each other. This was after the caution. And they were still going at it. You gotta, Justin has a lot to lose. Noah very little to lose, right? Justin racing for a championship. Kelly, what are you hearing from the 11?
Yeah, well, it got pretty animated on the radio right after that. Have a listen.
Okay, there's just a matter of a match.
front side. Damn it. Let's keep working on it, dude. It's good. So I got pissed, but we can't shoot ourselves in the foot here. We'll race on with somebody like him, you know what I'm saying? All good.
So they had another look at the cars, decided there really wasn't any damage, but there is a point to be made there. They said you got to choose, pick and choose your battles. Obviously, Justin has a lot more to lose than Noah Gragson does. Noah, of course, out of the championship is going for the win.
Yeah, that's right. And that conversation, the guy that got mad there was Kevin Hammond, the spotter. The driver kind of had to calm the spotter down a little bit.
Oh, man. Marty, how about the 98? Is there an issue there with this team?
Well, I think there's a couple of concerns when they come down pit road, Rick. There were a number of drivers and crews that were saying, hey, they felt like the pace car at the beginning of the race had a different pace and different speed that he should have had, and it wasn't exactly pit road speed. So they're a little concerned on the 98, and Steve, you can dive into this, that when they come to pit road, his lights on his tachometer will not be right, so it will be a little bit of a guessing game for Chase Briscoe to make sure he doesn't speed when he comes to pit road.
So real quick, lights on a tachometer. Jeff, no speedometer. In these Xfinity Series cars, you have basically a graduating light system. They can climb, 3, 4, 5, green lights or yellow lights, red lights. If you're way off, then you kind of have to guess. You better guess too slow. And only a 200-lap race, you don't want to go to the back of the field.
And you hope you'll come in on pit road leading, Steve, because if you're leading, even if you got to go slow, you're dragging everybody back to your speed. It won't be quite a disadvantage.
Getting ready for the restart once again. Look back. Let's throw the pizza camera back on Briscoe. And back through the restart zone.
My camera keeps just randomly turning on. Whoa. Whoa.
Get behind them every time. Hold my breath as they go down to turn 1. I can't believe they work it out as often as they do.
Allgaier's going to slide up into second ahead of the 22. So now Cindric back there in third, 3 wide for the 6th position.
Yeah, at the top of that 3 wide, Justin Haley.
1, 2, and 3. Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric,
2 to go.
Justin Allgaier.
So now as we come to 2 to go, set the stage for these 3 cars. The 98 at Briscoe, he's been leading, feels pretty good about his car. His crew chief's going to have to let him know what kind of speed he sees out of the 22 so they make the type of adjustment size-wise that they need. The 7 of Allgaier, the advantage to him right now is he looks out the window and goes, I know I'm not as good as those 2. Let's start making adjustments. We're only going to have 2 or 3 shots.
My tablet turned on
Biggest
again.
challenge will be the 22 who has the best
Oh,
car.
yeah, I
If they
remember
have the
it turned
best,
on.
Jeff, are they willing to adjust all that to keep up with the racetrack? Only time
Final
will tell.
lap.
One more
Come
lap
on,
at this stage.
Briscoe's been behind stage 1,
Yeah.
37 of the 44.
Do you mean like it took long?
Briscoe, can he lead the last one? Take a look at this move.
Dada, do you mean it took long?
The stage 1 win
Short?
away.
Really slow car in front of him.
Oh!
Through the middle, and on the high side,
Briscoe gets it.
Briscoe is
Wow,
in
they were
stage 1.
so close. Photo finish in stage 1.
13th stage win of this season, 8th in the playoffs already. Both of those number the most of any of the Xfinity Series drivers. So Chase Briscoe won stage 1.
It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up.
He was up pit road on the 23. He stayed out at the end of stage 1. That's what keeps the race leader. Spins the tires in the rubber. Let's see what Justin Allgaier can do with it.
I have yours.
Oh gosh.
Allgaier on the outside, and they
Last
down below.
week or last night in the truck race, that was pretty cool. Truck race was way crazier, I think. Or no, because there were a lot less cautions and everybody wasn't that aggressive. But they were still aggressive. And it looks like that in Phoenix. That at our house. Oh, just like Canada or Kansas. Yeah, you could see the smoke.
Joe Martin again. He was up front, stayed on the racetrack for that most recent restart. but now smoke rolling out from behind the 44. The caution has come out. And
All right, some great battles right here. This was Briscoe just absolutely sliding in front of the 9 car of Noah and then having to just stop. Right, so right here, Noah Gregson has a choice to make. I can run into the back of him or I can cross him over. Tries to cross him over. But Briscoe now has the spot. Those are the moves that we're going to see all day, and it's the move that Austin Cindric has yet to be willing to make. The 22 gets more aggressive on this restart.
how aggressive will Noah Gregson be in the 9? He's on the inside. Allgaier on the outside. Great restart for Allgaier. Now, Cindric. Don't below the yellow line. Let's see if he can hang on to second. Here comes Gregson. 3 wide as they come out of turn 2. How about Brandon Jones in the 19? Rolling that car in there.
Brandon Jones made that bottom work. Everybody else gave up. Committed to it.
If they finish how they are now, Austin Cindric would have the most stage points out of the championship 4 at least. Out of everybody, actually. Because Briscoe won with Cindric behind him. And if Cindric wins with Allgaier, then Briscoe, Cindric should. I don't know.
On that 22 car under the first stop, and obviously Austin Cindric very happy to race car.
But if Briscoe gets past Allgaier, then they'll be tied. Briscoe and Cindric will.
The playoffs started. And now Allgaier looks like he's fighting just to stay a part of the top 2. As things have picked up for Austin Cindric and Chase Briscoe.
2 to go.
Great laps as well, running in that 3rd position.
Briscoe's car just looks too loose to me. The back of the car is always around on it. Cannot lean on it the way he needs to. But I have to get that car tightened up. Right along with him, the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam. Hear that downshift?
White flag. On stage 1 or 2. I think stage 1 went by slow, did I?
What?
I think stage 1 went slow.
You know, you would think it's not been one race. I mean, we've been out here a little bit different. I would have it by now.
There is the end of stage 2. Austin Cindric is going to win it. Allgaier, Briscoe, Jones, and Gregson are in the top 5. And once again, they're not gaining points. It just matters to finish in front of the other 3 championship 4 competitors. But this
Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN, following the NASCAR America post-race show. NASCAR Coca-Cola
I think Brandon Jones is gonna win this race.
The champion, big purse, $300,000, $100,000 going to the winner.
You're part of the broadcast, Rusty.
Dad, look at that view.
Special guest Tony Stewart with me. He is watching up in the streets, in between. So cool for Tony to join us today. I mean, that's such a great perspective. And he's the man. This is one of the tracks. He's the guy you have to meet.
Back up through the gears they go. Allgaier on the inside. Brandon Jones, race leader. We'll see if he can make that outside.
Yeah, I know.
Work.
Mention it, Rick. Allgaier moved up 3 spots to start on the inside of the front row. Was 4th off pit road. Look at this. From 4th with the choose to the inside and then to the lead.
Allgaier out front at Phoenix again.
Jeff, the choose rule is changing how this works because the 7 of Allgaier could have never taken the lead from 4th in years past, even with a good short run car. But look what it allows him to do now.
It's completely changed the game. His 9 car making a big run right there. Car bottom out big time on the bottom of the racetrack. That hurt his momentum.
And this is what
I like it how they just said
We'll take a look at
just 86 laps to go in the season.
go back to the 3rd right now with Brandon.
Now I think Cindric's gonna win, actually.
I think we're starting to see kind of the strength of each
Cindric
car.
or Jones?
We've seen some
Brandon
adjustments.
Jones.
38 currently in
It's
third, Allgaier in 4th.
Dad.
Justin Haley in 6th.
It's
In my mind, is the
still
question mark.
completely
They call him the
bright
wild
out
card
there.
coming in. I think it's
I can't believe
Alex
it.
Young's Chris Rice on top of that pin.
That's
So you
just
put your heads
crazy.
together and say, all right, what are we going to do? What's our option?
No way a
See
question
the
was coming up.
08s, Joe Graff Jr., right in the middle of green flag pit stops. And Austin Cindric and Allgaier were on the lead lap, but there are quite a few that are a lap down.
So, Rick, we talk a lot about multiple organizations. And Chastain running long has trapped his own teammate, Justin Haley, a lap down at this point. So, I know they're running their own races, but you mentioned it. Cindric and Allgaier are on the lead lap. There's only going to be 6 cars.
Right behind the leader.
This is coming off turn 2.
Ooh.
Heavy contact with the wall.
Woohoo,
And he
woohoo,
tries
woo.
to continue. He does the right thing. Because remember, he's past pit road entry. He comes down in 3 and 4, hits the wall. Look at everything blowing off the back of the car. With as high as the groove is, NASCAR has no choice but to throw a caution. It's a good call.
Allgaier's taking tires. He's better in the short run. Austin Cindric didn't take tires. He's better on the long run.
Is on the line, as a matter of fact,
And we're going to restart with like
26
23 to go.
laps to determine
26 laps to go, they just said.
And the 22 on this restart. It couldn't be the last one for the championship.
Restart time great by the 7. He is on the 10's bumper. Where's he going to go? 3 wide through the middle, or will he turn left?
Get up behind the 22 if you need to.
Look at the 10. Ross Chastain up front. Hasn't won all year long. Now, fighting for the lead here at Phoenix.
Game on right here.
Cindric overdrives the corner to make the pass. But look how good the 7 is, all the way to the quarter panel of the 22.
Now, as they go into turn 1, for the lead, Allgaier on the inside.
Cindric pissed him off big time. Ran down there on his quarter panel, took all the space away from him.
Oh, the gloves
Take
are off.
another swing out.
Take another swing. We asked them all, what would they do? They all basically avoided the question. No one really answered it, but here we are. 22 laps to go. They're going to answer the question now, Rick. Allgaier's going to have to show us what he's willing to do for a championship.
We'll see what this swing is like for Allgaier. Coming up on the final 20 laps. Allgaier with a big run up high.
See the movement in the back of the 22. The 7's better. Inches at a time, but he has time. 21 laps to go, Jeff. He can inch in on the bumper of the 22.
That's exactly right. Keep that pressure on, Austin Cindric. Think about this. Austin Cindric, young driver, going for his first championship. Allgaier also going for his first championship, but forcing into a mistake.
As we watch this battle update on Briscoe, he's up to the 6th position. Could become a factor. Might need a yellow to do it, but has recovered. Oh, look at this game by the 7 through the middle of the corner. Can he carry the momentum on corner exit? So, Jeff, the question is, if he's better, how does he pass it?
Well, first, you got to get there, right? I said that is the fatal mistake drivers make, is trying to make a pass before it's time. You got to get to his bumper first. Don't start trying to pass him until you get there. Run the fastest line.
What a job by Cindric. 7-lap, older green flag. About 10 laps on their tires, but 7 of them green, and still holding off what we think is the best short-run car here with Allgaier.
I agree with that. Austin Cindric doing a great job of driving this race car. Shows you how good of a race car he has.
Austin Cindric told us earlier, he said that he really learned something the last Phoenix race. When they were here in March, he said that day told me that I had a shot at the championship. I had a shot at this title. So all the way back in March, Austin Cindric kind of had his eyes open. He was known mostly as a road course racer, a guy who's very good on
Oh my
road
gosh,
course.
my camera's been on
And dominated.
probably since the restart. Oh my gosh.
Back-to-back on a Monday.
Normally I would want a caution for a late race restart so that they'd be crazy, because I like it's just so funny when they're crazy, and it just gets so aggressive and stuff. Normally I'd hope for a caution, but Cindric's leading, and if there's a caution, then Cindric will fall back to, well, he won't fall back, but he won't have that big lead. So, yeah, I'm really hoping not for a caution. Right now, at least. My heart is beating so fast. And in my head, I know that if Cindric wins, I'll probably jump up and scream. Oh my gosh, 7 to go. I'm just going to unpause this a million times with 7 to go. He's got a second lead. Come on. Go, Cindric. Go, Cindric. Come on. 5 to go.
He's going to have cup racing, but it's not going to be next year. He's already been tagged to be the driver of the
I don't know. I don't know who won the 2019 championship in Xfinity. All I know is Crafton in Truck Series 2019 and Kyle in Cup Series 2019. 3 to go. I'm just going to keep it on. Oh my gosh! Briscoe just spun!
There'll be another restart before this championship is determined.
No.
Never over early.
You got a few more coming.
Briscoe just spun.
There you go, you're good.
Briscoe. See this championship hope. Pushing for speed, trying to
Just
find
loose.
something that just hasn't been there all
Uh-oh,
day.
this is going to be crazy.
So now we
Just like the Truck Series. Restart with 3 to go.
what he's going to do. He put his last set of tires on. That's the crew chief for Justin Allgaier.
Just like the Truck Series, there's going to be a restart. With under 3 to go. Holy moly, my heart is beating so fast.
Here's the problem. Well, if everybody's going to pit who has tires, you see all the Chastain no sets.
Holy moly.
Set on the lead lap. Well, everybody's going to pit.
Oh.
Brand new tires and restart. But what happens?
Following him, this first
Cindric
time,
just
only
lost the
black
lead.
cars that could come to pit road with him. So that means there's going to be
I'm
quite a few
hoping
cars
that
came
it
with
plays
him,
out like the
and
Truck
not
Series,
very
where
many
Cindric
will be
is
pushing for the
better
championship.
because he's got newer tires.
And Justin Haley did bring his number 11 to pit road. You don't see him.
And Steve, you mentioned the guy who was leading was far enough back.
Is that bright yellow 23 Moffitt? He was the leader on old tires. You just look how the tires come by inside and outside. Just no way to defend all the runs.
Look at the car, the truck, that 2 truck on the very bottom of the racetrack. He restarted 8th. He goes on to win the race. But Steve, your point,
And win the
the
championship.
number of laps on those tires, almost twice the number of laps on those tires as compared to what Justin Allgaier has on his right now.
Cindric's going to start in the 3rd position. He's going to easily win.
Doesn't matter. Just gonna have to go like hell all you can.
I think. I hope. Oh.
You know what? Sometimes I like with the, you know what, man, all year to make the playoffs. They race the whole playoffs to make the championship 4. Now they've raced 100 or 200 laps of Phoenix to be in the
buddy.
championship picture. Well, here you go. Here's the chance. Here's the opportunity.
Ooh.
They're like right along bank.
Let's go.
To go. Into the restart zone again. Allgaier up front.
Cindric, newest tires for championship and highest.
Austin Cindric in the 22.
They just went green, Dad.
Behind the 7. Ross Chastain holding his ground on the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Noah Gragson
Looks like they're gonna
on the
wreck.
inside of the 9.
7's got the 22 boxed in, though, and his teammate is saving him. The 9's on the inside of the 22.
Uh-oh. No. 7 don't win. Yes!
Coming up with 1 lap to go. 3 wide, they make contact at the line. Noah Gragson
Yes!
trying to take the lead.
Cindric just passed him! Cindric just passed him!
Cindric's up front. He doesn't have to win the race to win the championship, but he's got to finish in front of the 7.
Cindric, come on, buddy. Come on, Cindric, come on.
Trying to win this race. Austin Cindric
He's got it.
mentioned.
He's gonna win it too.
Realize the championship
He's
is
gonna win it too.
unattainable. The 22.
Oh my gosh! No way, yes!
Hey.
Yes! Yes!
Why you gotta
Oh my
understand it's
gosh.
exciting.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
That was loud.
Yes! Yes!
How proud I am to be in this.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Yes, yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh! Oh, yeah!
Road racer
Oh my gosh.
has definitely graduated his talents to all facets of racing now. He is a champion.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, control of the race before that final yellow. With the way the
He's the one
strategy
racing
worked
for
out, he
Tony
had to go
Stewart
back
next
in
year,
traffic.
right?
Nope, that's
Found a way on a
Briscoe.
green-white checker to get control of the race again, not just to win the
Yes.
championship, and he won the race.
Yes.
Passed Noah Gragson in the last set of corners.
Oh my gosh.
Impressive drive. You feel awful for Justin
Oh, I so
Allgaier,
wish I was
Davey
there.
Briscoe. So much emotion to come here with a chance.
Oh,
Sometimes
yes.
the winner. That's what sports are all about.
Believe in me. This thing off. You gonna put your glasses on for me? Yeah!
That was Austin.
That's awesome.
6th time that the champion has won the final race of the season. This was his 100th start. Think about that. What a milestone. That flag that we just saw is going to be handed to the driver of the 22. Austin Cindric is now the Xfinity Series champion. Tied Sam Ard earlier this year when he won 5 of 6 races. Think about the run he was on there and the company that he joined. Sam Ard, one of the greatest
Oh, I want
ever
to see this
to
burn
get
out.
behind the wheel of an Xfinity car. Megan, it's time to celebrate. That is Austin Cindric's mom. He knew that she would be the most excited for it.
Hello, Burnout. Here comes the flag. The second
Yes.
Here's holding that flag in his left hand. Now the start finish line.
What if a number with a 2 in it is going to win all championships this season? That means it's either going to be the 2, which won the Truck Series also, or the 22, who won the Xfinity Series. Lauren! My favorite driver won the race and the championship.
They're on tires, they're on part of the body. He burned it down.
Yes, bro. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm still just, oh my gosh. So happy. I don't know if you heard me scream, but I did.
The crowd that's here lets him know what a show he just put on.
Yes. Yes.
2020 Xfinity Series champion, Austin Cindric. Kelly.
And Austin Cindric is just going to soak up this moment. And he deserves it, his 6th win of the season. There's not much left of those Goodyear tires, I can tell you that. And one of the first people to come on the radio and congratulate.
And there were new ones too.
His team owner and boss, the captain, Roger Penske. We know he's got his parents looking on proudly. And your 100th career start, Austin, it proves to be a memorable one. You are the Xfinity Series champion. How confident were you in that late race call to come to pit road for fresh Goodyear tires?
Well, I watched Sheldon Creed do it last night, so why couldn't we? Amazing effort by this 22 team. Brian Wilson and all the guys, everybody back in the shop. There was a lot of work put into this.
Oh my
race car.
gosh.
Roger Penske, everyone from Penske Racing.
The race tomorrow is probably going to be like 45 minutes if this one's 30.
Put so much support into racing itself. It's awesome to get them a championship in NASCAR, to be a champion in NASCAR, to do it in front of all these great people cheering us on in championship weekend. For performance, everybody, Doug Yates, everybody around Sheets Engines. I'm speechless. I can't believe it. I'm pretty humbled by the effort for sure.
Austin, earlier this week, you told us that when you came into NASCAR, you knew a lot about cars, but you didn't really know much about racing. To now be a champion in this sport, what does that tell you about yourself?
I've certainly learned how to race a little better. That's for certain. But oh my God, the people that have put the support in me and been dedicated, my spotter Coleman Presley, all the folks that have supported me throughout my career, not just here, but road racing, driving rallycross cars, and
my mom and my dad, I can't forget them. They're my parents, and they put more support behind me than anyone else. My mom's been my rock for my entire racing career. I told you guys that earlier in the week, and I'm so glad she was here to watch.
Austin, for you, where do you think the turning point was in this race? That 7 was sure strong, especially on a short run. When did this thing come to life?
This thing came to life lap 1. I mean, talk about a relationship between driver and crew chief. I can ask him exactly what we were terrible here in the spring race when it moved up. And I asked him, told him exactly what I needed. He gave it to me, and look where we are. It's amazing.
All right, we can count on a good celebration for Austin Cindric and his crew and family tonight. Rick.
Thanks, Jeff. The young man starting the celebration that was hard fought on the racetrack. He had to be the best of the 4. He was the best on the track today as he won the race, his 6th win of 2020, but the most important, he wins the championship. Austin Cindric is the 2020 Xfinity Series champion.
We love the new apartment.
There is a bit of a...
So tonight it was Austin Cindric who grabbed the championship. Who's going to do it tomorrow in the NASCAR Cup Series? Pre-race show will get you underway at 1:30, all on NBC. Countdown to green, and then the championship 4. Fighting it out here at Phoenix in the Cup Series. That starts at 3 o'clock, and of course NASCAR American Championship post-race on NBCSN.
Oh,
at
yes.
7. For more interviews,
tomorrow, you'll probably hear me
Allgaier so
saying,
close this afternoon. What are the emotions right now, Justin?
I don't know. I'm just going to be so happy. First time ever watching a championship live. And you know my Xfinity. And my favorite driver.
They deserve to win. So proud of our
yes.
proud of everybody, Junior Motorsports. We had a shot at it.
Yes.
And when it's all
this
said
video
and
is going to be
that's all
long.
you can really ask for.
You don't have to watch
the fans that were here tonight,
but
absolutely incredible. It's great to see faces in the grandstands.
Yes.
We know that 2020 has just been a terrible season. For everything that's going on, and I'm proud of the fact that we've been able to hopefully bring a little bit of joy to everybody that's at home watching throughout this pandemic. And
Briscoe got last in the championship. I was thinking he'd win. Obviously, I didn't hope so. He's
we share a plane, so we're gonna have to
technically
go home, but,
my least favorite driver
we were
in the
not
Xfinity
too good there to
Series.
start, and then we actually
Out
took
of
a little
the
time on one of the pit stops,
good
and
guys.
we started running the top 5. It's super hard to pass, you know, just it's the
Like
furthest
as
log
in
race
guys
we've
that
ever
I
done.
know.
Going to lethal to go protection, Chris Rice.
Like
Matt
as in
Pollock,
like
the front order of Eagles.
yeah.
Still really proud of all my guys. Like I said, it's
No, you
not
probably don't
exactly
know,
what we wanted.
Let's racetrack, and we started the race, and for me, just leading laps here, I was like, wow, this is different. And I was just so loose at the beginning of the race, and as the night came, I just kept getting freer and freer, and I don't know how many times I about wrecked into one and would end up hitting the wall, and just I got to do a lot better job coming here.
And then finally wrecked in 3 and 4.
I was really struggled at, so I got a lot of homework to do. Definitely frustrating to finish 4th in the championship after the year we had, but overall to win 9 races, it's been a phenomenal year.
Yeah, I agree.
That we were able to just make the Final 4 with our highpoint.com Mustang. It's just thankful to be driving in NASCAR, honestly. Obviously looking forward to next year, but this one obviously hurts. Anytime you can win 9 races and finish 4th in the championship.
once again, Austin Cindric
22, Team Penske
was
won
able
championship.
to motor pass the 7th.
Justin Allgaier, Junior Motorsports finished 5th. Justin Haley Colleague Racing finished 8th. Chase Briscoe Stewart House Racing finished 9th. Well,
getting into the wall.
in the
position. Jeff, Steve, we take a look at the end of that race.
But obviously it was Cindric, Allgaier, Haley,
and all of a sudden
Briscoe.
Goes into the crew chief's hands. So you have this restart where fresher tires with the 22 gets him right up the side of the 7.
Yeah, he had to push the issue right there. Had to drive it in the middle and just.
You're the 9 at Junior Motorsports with the 7 at Junior Motorsports is helping the 7 and also trying to win at the same time.
Trying to win this race and trying to get himself where he knows he's going to win. Just a great drive. They had the best car all day, Steve. They had the best car all day, and I thought Austin Cindric was an incredible driver today. Not just with his hands and his feet, but with his brain. He made a lot of good decisions early. Didn't get himself in a situation where he got damage to the car. Was frustrated, I think, because he had the best car, but it's hard to pass. he just did a great job. And
Yeah, I got hair.
It's good to see the fastest car win the race, and quite clearly he had the best car all day.
He's very patient. The patience pays off. He knew he had a very good race car. You heard the answer right there. It was great at lap 1, so that tells me he was just taking care of it. I also think, though, that Allgaier, Jason Burdett, did what they needed to do to give themselves a shot. I thought Haley continued to fight. Briscoe continued to fight. Coming into it, I thought we had a great 4 drivers with 4 very different stories contending. And that's the type of race we saw. By no means was it given to Cindric. He took it. He earned it. And that's what I wanted to see tonight more than anything, Rick, because I didn't want to see accidents, bad luck. It wasn't untimely yellow, but in the end, they all kind of cycled back towards the front and ended up on the lead lap. So.
Woo! Austin Cindric officially gets to celebrate now a title.
Yes.
This guy's trying to shower him with some beer. They'll get to do that tomorrow with Brad Keselowski as they'll pit that car trying to win a championship in the Cup Series. Going to put on a microphone here to capture all of this for posterity's sake. You go to that side. Congratulations. And to congratulate the 2020 Xfinity Series champion, please welcome Matt Lederer, Vice President at Xfinity Brand Partnerships at Comcast.
Names are made here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and Austin Cindric, your name will now be forever known as champion. The consistency you and your team showcase throughout the season is the main reason why you're joining the elite list of Team Penske drivers to win a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. Congratulations to crew chief Brian Wilson and owner Roger Penske for being back on the championship stage. So Austin, on behalf of our 30 million Xfinity customers and our over 180,000 Comcast NBC Universal employees, it is my pleasure to virtually present you with the trophy for being the 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. Congratulations, Austin.
Pretty cool stuff there, Austin.
Yeah, well, amazing. I mean, the support Xfinity gives our series, I mean, it's unprecedented from a series partner. So I wish we got to see those guys as much as we usually do during the year. But thanks, Matt, and all your team. And I can't say enough about every single person behind me here. My picker guys get to go for 2 championships, so those guys are stoked. It's such an amazing experience. Thank you, Xfinity, and everyone makes this happen.
To officially present the hardware, we're bringing NASCAR President Steve Phelps.
Hey Austin, what an incredible season you had.
No, it's Elliott, Logano, Keselowski, and Hamlin. I'd love for Logano to win a championship again.
On behalf of everyone at
18, that was a nice championship.
And all NASCAR Nation, I want to present to you the 2020 Xfinity Series Championship Trophy. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Pretty good stuff, isn't it? Let's get your dad, Tim, and your mom, Megan, up here. Let's see if we can get those guys up here. Come on up, Tim and Megan. You said he's going to go grab them. You said, look at that. What a moment. In the early days, did she?
Do I have to talk into this?
Sure, talk in that one,
yeah. I mean, when I told you guys about my mom earlier, I mean, you've seen, I mean, hell, you helped me change a motor in my Bando at the summer shootout one year. But, yeah, she's been there for everything. So I'm so grateful that she was able to be here. And I wouldn't be where I am without her, without my dad, without the folks from Team Penske. They've put a lot of resources behind me and invested a lot in me as well as for performance. And it's that overwhelming support that makes you want to get up and work hard every day and prepare and be ready for opportunities like this.
That's the family side. How about the business side? To do this for Roger Penske, the significance for you.
Kyle Petty.
And here I scream! It's still bright out there. Look, it is obviously still like that here.
Really close to all being put together right now. Great job.
Yeah, amazing run, and to think, Rick, we're only going to lose one of these 4 to the Cup Series. So next year we got 3 of them back. The series very, very bright.
He'll try to defend his title, but right now he's going to celebrate. Soak it in. The 2020 Xfinity Series champion, Austin Cindric.
It's not been the year that Jimmy Johnson expected. It has not been the NASCAR farewell that he envisioned. It has not been the final chapter that Hollywood might have scripted. We all know what those look like.
As the rising sun is rising, all it wants to do is shine.
Like Michael Phelps rising from an Olympic pool with 23 gold medals, never to race again. Like Ted Williams hitting a home run at his last at-bat. Or like Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl. But perfect athletic finishes are the exception, not the rule. This is what Jimmy imagined. A season-long goodbye, shared with his wife and 2 daughters. A last chance to connect with the fans who rode with him on every lap of 20 years and 685 races.
Not now, brother, tell me when.
Just maybe one last championship.
You'll be ready to shine again.
This is what
I
Jimmy
never
has
noticed
got
that said
instead.
chasing
a long,
8.
strange year dominated by a global pandemic that reached